Hi, my name is Carola, and in today's video I'm having a collab with Carin from the Netherlands, and we're talking about how the different countries are dealing with COVID.
Hello, my name is Carin and I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm collaborating here with Carola about the coronavirus.
We'll be comparing and contrasting how the different countries are doing their measures and restrictions, so to keep the virus in check. Whereas Carin and I, we met in 2018 or 2019 virtually because we were both in a Facebook group called nosmallcreators, and we've been following each other ever since.
My name is Carin and I live in the Netherlands, and I live in the south province of the Netherlands called Limburg, and I live in an urban area, so we have little cities all around us, but the nearest main city or nearest large city has to be Maastricht, and Maastricht is the capital of the province of Limburg. In my area the situation is getting worse again with the pandemic. We see a rise in numbers of people who are infected, of people who have to be hospitalized, and people who get in the IC. So the situation is getting worse again, even though we had a period that it was really low. Now in October we see a rise in the numbers.
I live in Paris, which is in Ile-de-France, and that is one of the most affected areas in France. France has very high numbers, so for the last few weeks there was one peak that was 26,000, then a few days later there was a peak that was 32,000, and then on the 22nd of October there was a peak that was 41,000.
What are the measures to contain it?
The newest measure that the government has put in place is a curfew, so you're not allowed to be outside between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. And if you get caught outside and you don't have an excuse like that you're coming from work or that you're walking your dog, then it will cost 135 euros. Right now you have to wear a mask everywhere, outside, inside, in government buildings, in shops.
All bars and restaurants are closed at the moment, and they only are allowed to do takeaway. So
I'm surprised that restaurants have closed down in the Netherlands, because in Paris restaurants are still open and you can still sit inside or outside. You would have to wear the mask until you're at your table, and then you can take it off and eat your food and drink your drinks.
all events and large gatherings are forbidden. Inside you are only allowed with 30 people at a time. So if you go to a museum or you go to a cinema or a theater, they are only allowed to enter 30 people.
Theaters are also still open, and when you get in, so between your group and the next group there will always be a free seat, and of course you would have to wear the mask. But the plays just start earlier now, so that everybody can be home by 9.
You are encouraged to work at home as much as possible, so that there won't be too much traveling around. If you go outside, you are not allowed to go outside with more than 4 people at a time, so you are not allowed to group with more than 4 people. Inside your home, you are strongly advised to not invite more than 3 people, so that has an effect, of course, if you have a birthday party or another party, family gathering. So what are you doing personally to protect yourself? Well, I try to keep my social distance. I sneeze in my elbow. I don't hug my family. I'm not that scared to go outside, but I am aware of large gatherings. So if there are a lot of people gathering on a market or whatever, then I tend to stay away or go to another place.
I'm personally afraid to get it because I have a history of throat infections and getting colds easily, and so I fear if I would get it, then I would get the harsh kind, and I really don't want that. So what I'm doing is I'm always wearing a mask, and I'm avoiding larger crowds. I hardly ever go out. I mean, I go out during the weekends to shoot videos or to meet one friend, but I'm not going to large events. I'm not even sure if they're existing right now.
Well, I'm not scared for my health personally, but I don't want to take the responsibility of being the one that I infect other people. So that is what I'm really concerned about. That's why I try to keep my social distance and wear the mask if they asked to wear the mask. And for me personally, that what hit me the most is at the moment that because of that semi-lockdown, I'm not able to rehearse with my band members. I'm in a fanfare band and I play the saxophone, and we had the last rehearsal yesterday because yesterday at 10 p.m. the semi-lockdown went in, so we were able to practice for the last time for at least a couple of weeks. And if it's getting bad or it isn't getting better, then the lockdown will continue. And that is what hits me personally. Not able to hug my family and not be able to practice with my friends in the band.
When I'm outside, I see all of the people around me wearing masks, so I really wonder how the numbers in France can get so high. Because usually the French are very rebellious. For example, they would always cross the street at a red light. But with the masks, they really have been following government instructions. And I don't think it's only because you would have to pay 135 euros. But I feel that most people think it's a good thing to do to keep safe. And yet the numbers are increasing and increasing. I'm not sure if curfew is the best solution, because then you still get to see the same people, it's just early in the day.
For now, thank you for this collaboration, and please, Carola, be safe and hope we see us again in another collaboration. Take care, and as I always say, adieu.
Thank you, Carin. Stay healthy, stay safe, and see you soon in another video, hopefully. And to all of my viewers, thank you for watching, and please give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, and please go over to Carin's channel and subscribe and watch a few of her videos as well. Thank you, bye!